Hello students, today we'll cover another interesting chapter in your syllabus from your book Hornbill, The Ailing Planet. Now what exactly is ailing? Ailing means somebody who is suffering. Suffering means suffering from fever, etc. So the chapter The Ailing Planet focuses on the factors that are responsible for the declining health of the earth. So earth is a planet which has been focused in this particular chapter. The chapter was originally an article written by Nani Palkhiwala, which was published in the newspaper The Indian Express on November 23, 1994. The writer discusses the green movement, how man is the most dangerous species on the earth. The writer also focuses on overpopulation, deforestation, and what should be our responsibility towards the planet and the environment. Now coming to the detailed explanation of the chapter, I'll be giving almost the line by line explanation. Listen to it carefully. In this chapter, Nani Palkhiwala wrote about the declining health condition of Earth. The world's first nationwide Green Party was formed at New Zealand in 1972. So you have to remember when was the first Green Party formed and in which country was it formed. So it was formed in 1972 at New Zealand. When we realized we share this planet with other species, we now also understand that our resources need to be conserved for future generations. Prior to that, people used to exploit the resources without even thinking about the future. And we used to think that we are the most supreme species in this entire world. So after that, after the green movement, the people started realizing that we share this planet with other species as well. So Copernicus was a scientist who taught mankind how the Earth and other planets revolve around the Sun, and it was a complete change which evolved human perception. Because prior to that, people thought that the Sun was the one which was moving around the Earth and not Earth moving around the Sun. Because as we see the Sun rising from the east and setting down in the west. So people thought that it was the Sun which was moving and not the Earth which was moving. So Copernicus was one scientist who actually reveal that sun is stationary and the rest of the planets are moving around it. Earth is now like a patient whose health is declining. We as human beings are now realizing our duty to be good managers of our planet and to pass a healthy planet to the future generation. Now what happens if somebody falls sick? So we should be always ensure to give them healthy stuffs to improve their metabolism. So similarly, we have to also ensure that the earth, since it's a patient and which is ailing, which is sick, so it is our duty to restore the health of the planet earth. Now, after this, the writer Nani Palkhiwala talks about sustainable development. Sustainable development means development which is sustainable for the future. We should not do overdevelopment right now, that there is nothing left for the coming generation to develop. So sustainable development was popularized in the year 1987 by the World Commission on Environment and Development. In the report, sustainable development is termed as a type of development that meets the needs of the present generation without wasting or compromising with natural resources so that future generation can meet their needs. So then it talks about a zoo at Lusaka. Lusaka is a place in Zambia where there is a cage where the notice reads the world's most dangerous animal. So once you go and visit the zoo, there are a lot of signs which says this is the place where you can meet the most dangerous animal on the earth. So once you follow the directions, you reach a cage. And inside the cage, there is no animal but a mirror where you can see yourself. So you can see your own reflection inside the mirror. So once you see, so this denotes that man is the most dangerous animal on the planet, and he is the main culprit who is actually harming all the natural resources, who is actually harming all the rest of the species. Indeed, now humans are seen as the most dangerous species present on this planet. We have realized the importance of shifting to a new system based on partnership. Humans share the earth with about 1.4 million living species according to scientists. So besides man, there are 1.4 million living species that we know of. 1.4 million means 14 lakh other living species. Biologists calculate that there are still millions of other species which are yet not classified due to lack of knowledge about them. So there are close to 3 to 4 million species we don't even know of. And where are they generally located? In the forests, in the seas, etc. So these 1.4 million species are those species which we know of, which we can recognize, which we can classify. But there are close to 3 to 4 million other species which we don't even know of, which we do not even recognize. If you see that particular insect or suppose that particular plant, we don't know anything about them. So Brand Commission was one of the early international commissions which dealt with questions of ecology and environment. Its first report raised a question that are we going to leave a terribly hot planet with deserts, poor landscapes and a poor environment for future generations? So what is happening? We all known about save water. So if there is no water, which will result in the landscapes full with deserts. So are we leaving a very poor environment for future generations? So then it talks about there are 4 principal biological systems that form the foundation of the global economic system. According to Leslie R. Brown, these are fisheries, forests, grasslands and croplands. So you have to learn that by heart. What are the 4 principal biological systems? Because one odd question is always asked about this. So first is fisheries, second is forest, third is grasslands and fourth is croplands. So these systems have reached to an unsustainable point where their productivity has impaired. But what is happening? Fisheries are collapsing. Forests are slowly disappearing. Grasslands turning into barren wastelands. Barren means banjar. And croplands becoming worse. Overfishing is a very common nowadays where people are becoming protein conscious. So we all know that fishes are rich in proteins. So what we are doing is, because we are protein conscious people, what we do is we overfish. In poor countries, forests are being cut down on a large scale to obtain wood for cooking. Many species are being, now once the forests are being cut down, what happens? All the species which are the inhabitants of that particular forest, they also lose their homes. So many species are under destruction in the tropical forests. So all the 4 principal biological systems, the crops are being cut to make more houses. Grasslands are again being cut. So what is happening is all the 4 principal biological systems are being depleted. Tropical forests are constantly wearing away at the rate of 40 to 50 million acres a year. Also, the burning of dung is preventing the soil to become natural fertilizer. To meet the need for fuelwood demand, there is need to increase the rate of forest plantation by 5-fold. Do you realize we are losing every year 40 to 50 million acres every year of forest? This is how, which is the rate of forest being cut. That is the reason of global warming. We are losing the forest at a rate of acre and a half every second. So every second 1.5 acre of forest is being cut. Over the last 4 decades, India is losing forests at a harmful rate of 3.7 million acres a year as per the report, while the actual loss is estimated to be 8 times the rate given by the government statistics. So the government is admitting that we are cutting forests at a rate of 3.7 million acres. So this is just one country, India, which is saying, it is admitting that we are losing 3.7 million acres of forest every year. But in actuality, we are losing 8 times this number that has been given by the government. Growth of world population at such a fast rate is one of the strongest reasons behind the distortion of the future of mankind. So people believe that because of the population growth, forests are being cut because everybody who is born needs a house to live in. It took more than 1 million years to reach the first billion population. In the next 100 years, the population numbers increased to next billion numbers. So it took 10 lakh years for the world to reach the population of 100 crores. And it took only 100 years to reach 200 crores. The next 100 years added 370 crores, making the total population to 570 crores. Presently, the population increases by 1 million every 4 days. So every day 2.5 lakh population people are added to the earth. We are accounting death rate as well. So the birth rate is so high that if we take away the death rate, so the exact amount is 2.5 lakh people, 2,50,000 people are added to our planet Earth every single day. The lack of education is the main culprit, as poor people believe more the children, more the income. But more population will lead to more unemployment. So the rich, educated gets richer while the poor remain poor. The poor people generally believe more working hands. So let us have more working hands. Let us have more children, more people to work, but they don't realize that work is limited. What is happening if somebody is getting work, employment, the other one is losing employment. So that is why the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poor. Humans should not be treated like cattle who are sterilized by force, but to control population, some element of force has to be used for family. In the era of responsibility towards the environment, industry plays an important role. Chairman of DuPont, Mr. Woolard, declared himself as a chief environmental officer, and such attitude in other business can have a great effect on this transformation. So he says that DuPont is a very famous tire company. The CEO, that is the chief executive officer, he says, I'm not the chief executive officer, I am the chief environment officer. We'll ensure that we leave a healthier planet to our future generation. When Margaret Thatcher was the British Prime Minister, she said that no human on the earth holds a permanent tenure. That is, our lifetime on earth is very short. Obviously, we know that we are here for a very short while. Obviously, we'll die one day. So he says that nobody is permanent. We don't have a permanent tenure on this planet. So according to Mr. Lester Brown, we have borrowed the earth from our children and not inherited from our forefathers. So we must strive, we must make an effort to pass on a healthier planet to our future generations. Lester Brown says, see, if you get to know that this is the inheritance, this is my money, I've got it from my forefathers. So what will you have? What will your attitude be? You will spend it the way, because you don't know how that hard-earned money has been earned. So, but if you come to know this is a loan that you have taken from your future generation, you have to pass it on to a future generation. So you will leave a healthy planet. You know that this particular planet has to be passed on to our future generation. So we should make an effort to pass a healthier planet to our future generation. So please, I hope you've understood all this. Okay, have a nice day.